Into match number 24 we go now, as some sides try to end 2022 with a Bobby Dazzler. Who's going to come out on top with a win? Who's going to come out on top of the year with a loss? We're going to take a look at that more next. That's right, folks. Once again, a prediction video today. We look forward to matchday number 24 over in League 2. And we'll get to that in just a second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang with all things League 2 related, Bradford Rovers related, world football related. We're all here, boys, under one roof. See, of course, we're entering the final game of the calendar year, aka match number 24. And we are recording this on the 23rd of December. That's right. What's he doing that for? Because I'm going to be on the road between now and these games and beyond. So we are trying to make sure the prediction leagues keep going and of course keep you entertained with what I think is going to happen over in League 2. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, people shout out to my VRPs, they're the patrons of course. But anyway, what we're talking about this. It is League 2 and it's coming at you right now, of course. So here we go. These are the results from my predictions actually on the left hand side for Boxing Day games right there, and on the right is a big fat hairy mystery. I don't know what went on between Carlisle and Bradford. I don't know what went on between Stockport and Crewe, but you guys should know right about now. So hopefully we're looking at a clean sweep of predictions for me, and of course I'm kicking ass in our own little prediction league. But of course we don't know, and we're going to have to wait and see until we come back around and figure it all out. But anyway, again, this is the table as of recording on the 23rd of December. So just to kind of show you where I was at when I made these crazy harebrained picks. If you want to get involved with the prediction league, it is free. Click Fortress League 2. We're about to reset the clocks, reset the blocks here, and start a second kind of new table, master table. But we're of course going to keep that master other table alive. We'll explain all that when I come back. But anyway, these are the games that we're talking about taking place on the 29th, aka the 24th game of the season. We start with Crewe up against Carlisle. Alexandra, of course, coming at you at Gresty Road. Is that what I'm talking about? Is that right? Gresty Road. Played to the corner of my eyes 22 times, 6, 9 wins for Crewe, 10 for Carlisle, 3 draws, of course. Crewe, though, biggest win for them over Carlisle, 5-1 win, the biggest win in the way, a 5-0 win. Crewe, of course, scored 30 goals compared to Carlisle's 28 over the course of those 22 games. Works out about 1.36 goals a game compared to Carlisle's 1.27. Last round, though, over at Crewe, it was a 4-1 win for Crewe back in, of course, New Year's Day 2020. Wow. Of course, I do have odds on this one. Of course, coming at you 9-5 is your Crewe, 11-5 is your draw, 31-20 is your Carlisle on this one. I'm going with a 2-0 win here to give Carlisle a boost. They're in the mix. Crewe, of course, I don't know if they can actually make a run for the playoffs, but right now I'm backing Carlisle to get the victory on this one. Barrow against Tranmere, coming at you over at Barrow. Now these two side players are 13 times 2015, 3 for Barrow, 7 for Tranmere, 3 draws, of course. Big win for Barrow over Tranmere, 2-1 win. The biggest win in the way, a 5-1 win. In fact, Tranmere scored 21 goals compared to Barrow's just 12. Works out about 0.92 goals a game for Barrow compared to 1.62 goals a game for Tranmere Rovers. Last time around, though, over at Barrow, it was a 1-1 draw back in February 2022. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game way where we were since Tranmere beat Barrow back in January 2016. It's been a long time. That was in the National League. The odds right here right now. We've got Barrow 5-4 for the victory, 5-2 is your Tranmere, 2-1 is your away win. We're back in Barrow to win this one, 1-0 win against Tranmere to maintain, I think, an outside ambitious playoff push. Bradford City against Harrogate Town, of course, a bit of a Yorkshire affair here. Picture the 6 times 23, 1 win for Bradford, 5 for Harrogate. Now no draws, of course. Bradford, though, biggest win for them. Their only win, 2-1 win. The biggest win the other way, a 3-1 win. In fact, Harrogate scored 10 goals compared to Bradford's 4 over the course of those 6 games. Works out about 0.67 goals a game compared to 1.67 goals by Harrogate Town. Last time around, though, over at Valley Parade, it was a 1-win for Harrogate. That was in the FA Cup this season back in November, of course. Last time picture in the league, though, at Valley Parade, it was a 3-1 win for Harrogate back in the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. The odds, though, for this game, we have Bradford 10-7 on for the victory, 4-1 is your away win. That's Harrogate, and of course 11-4 is your draw. 3-1 win for Bradford City to take the 3 points. On this one, Colchester United up against Wimbledon, of course, coming at you over at Colchester. Must-win game for Colchester right now. Played just the one time to 22. We'll talk about that shortly. Of course, in fact, we'll talk about it now. 2-1 win it was for Wimbledon, and that was, of course, over at Wimbledon back in October this season, of course. The odds right here, I've got not much data on this game, but of course, 31-20 is your Colchester, 9-5 is your away win, and 11-5 is your draw. Which way we're going to go with a win for nobody here, point apiece. Of course, Wimbledon will be the happier at the two sides, as Colchester will need some results and wins. Meanwhile, Stevenage up against Crawley, coming at you on this will be on the 30th of December, the eve of New Year's Eve. Played 31 times, 2004, 16 wins wins to Stevenage, 8 wins to Crawley, 7 draws, of course. Stevenage, though, biggest win for them, 3-0 win. The biggest win for Crawley, a 3-0 win themselves. Crawley scored 35 goals compared to Stevenage 47 over the course of those 31 games. Works out about 1.13 goals a game compared to 1.52 goals scored by Stevenage. Last time around, though, at Stevenage, it was a 2-1 win for the hosts back in January 2022. The odds, though, for this game, though, coming at you, we have Stevenage 5-3 on for the victory, 14-5 is your draw, 92 is your away win. We're back in Stevenage here, 2-1 for them as they maintain their ambitious automatic push. Also against Stockport County over at the Bescot. Now these two sides played each other 13 times in 8 wins for Walsall, 2 for Stockport, 3 draws, of course. Walsall, though, biggest win for them, 3-0 win. The biggest win for Stockport, just a 1-0 win. In fact, Stockport just scored 7 goals compared to Walsall's 18 over the course of those 13 games. 0.54 goals on average by Stockport, 1.38 goals on average from Walsall. Last time around, though, over at the Bescot was a 2-0 win for Walsall back in November 2009. That was in League One. My how times have changed. The odds, though, for this game coming at you, we have Walsall 2-1 for the victory, 11-8 is just Stockport, 11-5 is the draw here, guys. Going to go with a win for nobody. Point to the bag, and of course, again, Stockport will be happy with that. Walsall keeping their unbeaten run going. Again, depending on what goes on with the Boxing Day thing, but in my eyes, it's an unbeaten run. Grimsby Town up against Salford, of course, coming at you over at Grimsby. Now, these two sides, of course, played each other in my eyes 5 times in 2019, 2 for Salford, 1 for Grimsby, 2 draws, of course. Biggest win, the only win for Grimsby, a 1-0 win, the biggest win in the way, a 4-0 win. In fact, Salford has scored 7 goals compared to Grimsby's just 3 over the course of those 5 games. 0.6 goals game average for Grimsby, and 1.40 goals a game on average for Salford. Last round, though, over at Grimsby, it was a 4-0 win. It was that 4-0 win for Salford back in September 2020. It was in League Two. But the odds right here, right now, Grimsby coming at you, 5-4 for the victory, 5-2 is just Salford. They are underdogs here, and 2-1 is the draw. I'm back in Grimsby here to snatch it, 2-1 win, bit of revenge maybe for that 4-0 drubbing last time around. Into Hartlepool up against Mansfield, of course, coming at you over at Hartlepool. Again on the 29th of December. 13 times in 2006, 4 wins to Mansfield, 5 for Hartlepool, 4 draws, of course. Hartlepool's biggest win, of course, 4-1 win over Mansfield, 4-0 win was the other way. In fact, Mansfield scored 21 goals compared to Hartlepool's 20 over the course of those 13 matches. Works on about 1.54 goals a game for Hartlepool, 1.62 goals a game for Mansfield. Last time around, though, over at Hartlepool was a 2-2 draw back in March 2022. They also played each other this season, of course, at Mansfield as a 2-2 draw as well. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game since Mansfield beat Hartlepool in Hartlepool back in March 2014 in League Two. The odds for this one, 3-1 is your Hartlepool's 2017 on is your Mansfield, 5-2 is the draw. I think I'm going with 2-0 win for Mansfield, unfortunately, but hopefully Hartlepool can bounce back and avoid the drop in the end. Newport County up against Leyton. Orient, of course, coming at you over in Wales. That's actually on the 30th of December. Played each other 12 times 2015, 4 for Newport, 6 for Orient, and 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Newport County, 2-1 win. Biggest win the other way, a 4-0 win. In fact, Newport County just scored 13 goals compared to Orient's 18 over the course of those 12 matches. 1.08 goals on average for Newport County, 1.5 scored for Leyton Orient in the end. That's the round over in Wales. There was a 2-2 draw back in September 2021. The odds though for this game, we have Newport County 2-1 for the victory, 7-5 is your Leyton Orient, and 21-10 is your draw. Quite tight on the odds there. Going to go with 2-2 on this one, and of course cannot separate the two sides for me on this one. Northampton Town up against Swindon Town, coming at you at the Six Fields. Played each other 18 times, 2003, 6 wins for Northampton, 7 wins for Swindon, and we got 5 draws. Biggest win for Northampton, 3-1 win. The biggest win of the way, 5-2 win. Swindon scored 26 goals compared to Northampton's 24 over the course of those 18 games. Works out about 1.33 goals a game for Northampton, or 1.44 goals scored by Swindon Town. Last round over at Northampton, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2021. Meanwhile, of course, Northampton, the odds for them for the victory on this one is 11-10 for the victory, 13-5 is your way win, and 9-4 is the draw. We're going to go 2-1 win here for Northampton Town at Six Fields, of course, keeping the heat at the top end of the table. Sutton United, they're taking on Gillingham, of course, coming at you over at Sutton United. Played each other just the one time. We'll talk about it now. It was a 1-0 win for Sutton United. Actually, it was a 1-0 win for Gillingham way back in October this campaign over at Priestfields or wherever they play their game. But anyway, there's not really much to talk about this game, but the odds for this one, not much on this one. 2017 on is your Sutton, of course, 23-10 is your draw, 7-2 is your away win. Gillingham are in trouble here, guys. They're in serious trouble. Going to go with the 1-0 win for Sutton United, pushing Gillingham closer to the drop, and Sutton United closer to another season in League Two for next year, of course. And then wrap it up. It's Doncaster Rovers take it on Rochdale over at the Keep Moat. Now these two sides played each other 19 times, 3 10 wins for Doncaster, 4 for Rochdale, 5 draws, of course. Doncaster's biggest win, 5-0 win. The biggest win for Rochdale, a 2-0 win. In fact, Rochdale just scored 25 goals compared to Doncaster's 36 over the course of the 19 games. Works out around 1.32 goals a game for Rochdale, 1.89 goals a game for Doncaster heading into this. Last round over at the Keepmoat was a 1-0 win for Doncaster back in January 2021. In fact, Doncaster unbeaten against Rochdale over the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws as well. The odds for this game, we have Doncaster 23-20 for the Richie, 20-10 is your Rochdale, and 9-4 is the draw. We're backing Doncaster here, 2-1 for them, and Rochdale are in trouble as well. Of course, that's my take. Use your own take here. Cut Fortress League 2, and hopefully we'll see you back around for the next games, which of course will include me having another guess, stab in the dark, really, stab in the dark. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, and of course, I'll see you soon whenever I return.